Questing. I have been grinding quest upon quest so I can do the recipe for a disaster quest for those sexy barrows gloves. A good tip to save time getting barrows gloves is to do quests that gives a lot of quest points but are short at the same time. This is probably the 5th or 6th time I have done recipe for disaster, but this time it was more difficult because of the solo aspect of Ironman. The most difficult part about recipe for disaster was hands down getting the magic logs for the desert treasure component of it. I spent like 20 minutes at nature implings and I didn't even get a single one. So I resorted to a crazy alternative, which is to kill king black dragons for magic logs. It was pretty difficult, but I managed to get 12 magic logs within like 30 minutes of king black dragon. So I can almost say for certain that it is faster than getting the logs from nature implings. Well, that's assuming if you're doing this at a decently high combat with like level 60 weapons. But if you don't have those and you're going for early, which is totally easy to do on RS3, yeah, then stick to the implings. The desert treasure bosses were so weak. They were like level 3 men that you can kill at the start of RuneScape. Like when you just play, you can kill them. I didn't even eat a single piece of food for any of them. Not even a slice of cake that I had since I started my Ironman. Hopefully Jagex buffs them like they promised soon, because these quests are supposed to be iconic and challenging. I mean, it is supposed to be a challenging quest, like back in the day. And even Elvarg from Dragon Slayer was a tougher challenge than these guys. So yeah, they really need to fix that soon. Well, finally I did recipe for disaster, and of course I got the barrows gloves. Oh man, it just looks so pro on an Ironman. Another long-term goal complete. So much gains. Now I look pretty pro too. I also unlocked the ability to make the Slayer helmet after I got enough Slayer points, and I crafted a load of Ring of Wealth, mainly for like teleports and the barrows, because when you wear the Ring of Wealth and you're at barrows, it gives out sharks and prayer potions too when you loot the chest, so it'll just be really good for barrows. The reason I made a lot of them is because the dragon stones are so common in RuneScape 3. You just get a lot from Slayer tasks, and I got 20 from a crafting challenge, so I might as well just use them up. I still have leftovers too. I also completed the Cold War quest from the Penguin Quest series, so I can access the Penguin hide and seek minigame for those experience rewards. And I finally completed the Tears of Guthix minigame. I should have done them earlier, to be honest, because I could have trained like prayer and stuff using these minigames. They are very good, especially on Ironman, to train skills like prayer and Herbler. I highly recommend everybody to have access to these two minigames. A cool thing that I never knew about RuneScape 3 was like the task system rewards. I'm not talking about the achievement diaries, but I'm talking about like the general tasks found under the achievement section. I didn't do any of these tasks on purpose. You just kind of complete them while just playing the game. And the cool thing about it is the more of these tasks you complete, the more GP you get. So all you have to do is talk to Explorer Jack in Lumbridge, and he'll give you a generous amount of coins based on how many tasks you completed. And it is especially useful for Ironman or new players early game, so definitely take advantage of it. I should have done it when in the beginning, because I struggled with money before I got high level alchemy. I also did other quests that would give me experience points on skills I needed to level up for the Legends quest. The Legends quest is a requirement for the branches of Darkmire and While Guthix Sleeps. Both of these quests I am aiming to complete in the long term, so I'm working towards that now, obviously. The branches of Darkmire, in case you didn't know, gives me access to non-degradable level 70 weapons of all types, and the Dragon Medallion, which is good for speedy boss trips. The Legends quest has some difficult requirements, such as agility, Herbler, and mining, mainly because Herbler, I have trouble getting the herbs to train, and like agility and mining is just very click intensive. I did quests like Nakra's Lament for mining, Taurus Trap for smithing, and Agar's Ruse for herbaler. As you can see, I have already exposed my Ironman to some PvM encounters, mainly King Black Dragon and the Calphite Queen. So episodes from now on will be geared more towards PvMing, such as DKs and barrows. So as you can see, I've made a lot of progress towards completing the series. Well, obviously, I'm still very, very far away from completing it. But I am getting closer and closer to obtaining the means to be able to PvM efficiently. Each episode will definitely get better and better, so I hope to see you guys in the next episode. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop a message. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next episode.